Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our next session. Hopefully we'll have a few more people pop in. I'm happy to introduce Camico as our next presenter. Camico has been COCPA's preferred exclusive provider of liability insurance since somewhere in the mid-90s. I think we're going on close to 30 years. We have a very, very, very long-standing relationship with them. They are a great resource and a great partner in terms of not only providing professional liability insurance, but also sharing just an immense number of resources, including engagement letter, cybersecurity information, all of those kind of things. They're always happy to answer questions and help you figure that out, whether you're a policyholder or not, just because of that great relationship. And I think the other cool thing is they were started by CPAs for CPAs, and I think that's what makes them a little bit different than all of the other providers out there. Keely will probably touch on that. But without further ado, I'm going to introduce Keely Evans from Camico, who I have worked with for the past 5 years, and she's going to take you through all the great services from Camico. Thanks, Keely.
Good morning. Thank you. Thanks, Daryl. Thank you, Tiffany, behind the scenes there. We really appreciate it. We are happy to be here for demo day with the Colorado Society of CPAs, and we'll just give you a brief overview about our program. Happy to answer any questions. I am Keely Evans with Camico. I'm a senior account executive, have been with Camico for a little over 8 years now, and I am actually assigned to the territory of Colorado. So if you have any questions, if you're a policyholder, happy to help you. If you're a potential member that would love to join our program and learn more, then I'm happy to help you. I would be your contact. So again, as Daryl mentioned, I have been working with the Colorado Society for many years. We've partnered together for, I'd say, a little over 10 years since I've been here. At least the 8 years we've been working with you, if not longer. So it's been a great partnership, and happy to be here. So we have a little slideshow. Do have a few poll questions. We'll see if we are going to use that or not, but I'll get started here. So one of the questions that we have up here, we're going to make it interactive with you, was what year did Camico open its doors? So we have been in business for many, many years, and we wanted to see if you could guess, if you don't know already, how many years we have been open. Okay, good. All right, we'll have the reveal here. There we go. And we'll share the results. Oops. Let's see here. And we've been in business since '86. So Camico, as Gerald mentioned earlier, has been dedicated to the CPA profession. We have been in business since '86. We were opened up by a few CPA professionals that decided that they wanted to have their own carrier to serve the needs of their own profession. And so as a mutual carrier, we opened our doors in 1986. And part of Camico's professional liability program, we have several features. We are happy to say that we are an A- excellent AM best rated carrier. Again, a mutual carrier that has started in 1986 for the sole purpose of serving CPAs. We offer professional liability and risk management services to our policyholders. We have several other lines of coverage that we offer as well, but our main coverage is the professional liability or errors and omissions insurance that we offer our CPAs. Several key features of our policy are that we do have a broad definition for professional services. So we cover several areas, tax, attest, consulting. We have some folks that may do some CFO work. So we do have a broad definition of what we can cover under the policy. And it is nice because it does cover the gamut, if you will, for most of the services that our CPA firms provide. We also offer prior acts coverage. So with prior acts, if you currently have insurance in place, we're able to look at your policy and at the underwriter's discretion, possibly offer prior acts coverage, meaning we could go back to your retroactive date and cover previous work that you have done. So when you switch over, if you do currently have a policy, it would be seamless. You wouldn't lose any coverage, and we could cover the prior acts. Any claims that you may have had in the past or any known incidents you'd report to your current carrier, but once you move over, we would pick up from that point forward. We also offer cyber coverage, which is data breach coverage. Under our policy, we have an endorsement, and there's actually a couple of ways that we do that. One, again, is by endorsement, and the other, we also offer standalone cyber liability coverage, so we can assist you with that, provide a broader policy, and have seek out higher limits if you wish. And then we also have a claims expense component, deductible component with the liability limit with the policy, and then we offer continuity of coverage as well. Here's our next poll question. So we wanted to see if you knew what types of risk management services and resources we offer through the Camico program, and there are several listed here. If you will, just take a quick poll and let's see what you know, and then I'll fill in the gaps here. All right. Okay. Let's go over this one. So the answer on this one is F, all of the above. So we do offer several resources and benefits to our insureds. I'm going to go back to that slide. As you see, we have advice hotlines. We do have a members only site. So when you sign up with Camico, you will have access to our members only site, and that's where we house all of our risk management resources and benefits. We offer claims counseling and loss prevention counseling. So we have in-house specialists that you can call in and ask questions and speak to a live claims counselor. And then we offer, of course, engagement letters. That was what Daryl mentioned in the beginning there. We have several engagement letters that are plug and play. We have samples online for you to go ahead and just use. We have around about 150 plus different types of engagement letters, disengagement letters, and we do keep those fresh. We do update them as often as we can as needed. So they are not stale engagement letters. We do update those. Loss prevention does a real good job with updating those each year. That was our poll. And then we also have other benefits as a Camico policyholder, and several policyholders that are insured with us, about 95% that are insured with us, love Camico because they love these benefits and resources that they receive. So one of the benefits that you'll have access to are our specialists. So we have a loss prevention department that is comprised of several loss prevention specialists. There are actually, many of them are CPAs, just like you. And so they have knowledge of your profession, and we do provide advice at no additional cost. It's a value-added service with our program. And you can call as many times as you like. It is an unlimited service, and you can also reach out directly to our claim staff. So you'll have access to them via phone and email. And when you join our program, we'll give you the information on how to get in contact with them, both phone and email, and you can reach out to them directly. We also have, as I mentioned on the members only site, and at no additional cost, plethora of resources. So we have a library, and in that library, it's comprised of, you can see our sample engagement letters, we have our newsletters, we offer online CE courses up to 25 hours per CPA per year, various articles, there are war stories, and that's where you also find our advice hotlines and how to reach out to the loss prevention staff. So a lot of information on the members only site. You'll have access to that. If you're with our program, you already have access to that. Please be sure to sign up and peruse through the resource library there. There's plenty of information there to help you on the risk management side. And if you're become a new member, please sign up initially through your login, and you'll have access to these resources right away. And as we mentioned, the engagement letters, so there are several samples of engagement letters, but not only do we have samples for you to use, we will also craft engagement letters along with your firm. So if you want to take a stab at it and call in and talk to our loss prevention specialist, they're happy to review that with you. If you have an existing engagement letter, then they will review that existing engagement letter with you as well. So there's plenty of help. We do recommend that you use engagement letters. We cannot control whether you use them or not, but they are recommended, highly recommended by our loss prevention staff. So there's plenty of help in that area if you need it. And then as far as claims counseling, we do again have our own in-home claims specialist. You can call or email them. We do like to chat with our members or policyholders in advance. So if you feel like there may be a potential for a claim, or you have some information that you'd like to pass on to us and seek out advice, then you're welcome to call. There is an advantage to that within our policy coverage. So we'd like for you to chat with us before things escalate. If it does turn into a claim later on, then we're here to help you and hold your hand throughout that process as well. But we are a very consultative carrier. We're not punitive, so do not be shy about calling in and talking to our claim specialist or our loss prevention specialist. We do not hold that against you. It's part of the service that we provide with our insurance policy. And then we have one last poll question here, and it's about our deductibles. So it's a true-false question, and it's asking about a reduction in our deductible. So if you report a claim early or you have a mediation, we're asking, would we reduce that deductible by 50%? True or false? Give you guys some time to answer. Okay, and the answer is true. So if you do have to report a claim early, we will cut the firm's deductible in half, up to a $50,000 deductible. So if you have a $10,000 deductible policy and you report a claim to us or early on, and it turns into a claim later, then you're only responsible for up to half of that deductible potentially if there's a payout. So that's a really good feature, and that is again to encourage you to chat with us and not to be shy to discuss the situation early on so that we can provide advice, and then if it does turn into a claim later, you know, still be there for you at that point. But again, if nothing turns, it does not turn into a claim, then we'll just leave it be, have it on file, and move on. Here's some some good insights about Camico and how we do help our policyholders. We take several advice calls a year. You can see here over 7,000 advice calls our loss prevention staff folks, experts and specialists answer throughout the year. That's a lot of calls. Again, do not be shy. You can call as many times as you'd like. It truly is unlimited, and again, at no cost. As far as engagement letters are concerned, they've reviewed about 1,700 engagement letters. This is through our loss prevention specialist. So again, just to remind you, they'll review the one that you have, help you craft one, or you can use a makeshift one that we have online through the members only site. We also have advice hotlines, as I mentioned earlier. So we have a tax advice hotline, an accounting, an auditing hotline, a subpoena hotline, and a claims subpoena. Sorry, the subpoena hotline would be for the claims. So again, with the tax advice hotline, looks as though we answer over 800 calls per year. So that's a good many calls. We do request that you do the research in advance, and then you can call in and ask specific questions through that tax advice hotline, and we're happy to help. So again, that is a unlimited resource that you can use throughout the year. And then we also have an employment practices component. We have a hotline for that where we help our policyholders with HR and employment practice related questions. So part of when I had talked earlier that we offer other lines of insurance, we offer professional liability, as I mentioned, and then we also offer a separate employment practices liability policy. That is where you would have coverage for employer to employee related type claims and discrimination, wrongful termination, those types of claims. It's a separate policy that you can purchase through us. And with that, you'll get some risk management resources and be able to call in and ask questions. So that's really nice. In addition to that, we also offer coverage for your office. So there's business owners that will protect you from your property or your general liability. And then we also offer workman's compensation. So we have a subsidiary of Camico Insurance Services where we do allow to the purchase of those products. So again, if you need any workman's compensation or business owners coverage, we can help you with that. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, the cyber coverage, we offer an endorsement to the professional liability policy, but we also can assist you with a standalone policy. We'll go out to our broker and obtain those quotes for you and discuss that coverage with you if you want to purchase a separate policy. And here's a little bit about what our policyholders say about us. We have several testimonials. Here are a few quotes that we have from folks that have already used our services and been with Camico and have enjoyed the resources and benefits. You can also read up about us through our YouTube address there, where it's youtube.com/Camico Insurance. And we have several testimonials there and videos with our partners and our insurance as well. And also, if you go to our website, camico.com, you'll see many testimonials on the homepage there as well. And that is it. This is my contact information. Again, as I mentioned earlier on, I am responsible for the state of Colorado. It's my territory, so I'm happy to help. You can reach out to me via phone, via email. Happy to set up a special time to talk to you and chat if it's convenient for you and your schedule. Feel free to email me and we can set up that time. But you'll feel free to call me at any time. I am on the East Coast, so we do have a couple of hours of time difference. But again, I'm accessible and I'm happy to make myself available if need be. And I think I have one last slide for those that attended. We will have a little giveaway. So we're giving away some of these cool accounting shoes. We'll reach out to you via email and get some information. So one lucky attendee will be the recipient of these accounting shoes. But with that, I will check to see if I have any questions in the chat. If not, then
Anybody? We have a few minutes. Tiffany, I'm thinking instead of COCPA socks, we need some COCPA shoes now. I'm loving those.
they will be tailored to
Ah,
your specific size. So
those
yeah,
are
they're
fantastic.
pretty cool, pretty popular. But with that, I'll end. I don't see that we have any questions. I again can do the one-on-one, no problem. And we thank you again, Daryl, staff, Tiffany, you've been great. Thank you so much
Yep.
for having us. We've enjoyed being here today.